we go with the rapid fire. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
What's so special about sunset?
Well, because the colors are the same, and so when you get to sleep in it. But for me, it's always that time of reflection, right? Like you see what did I do? What did I contribute? Am I building my business today? Did I call my mom today while it's going down? And plus, if they get the heat from the day's sunshine, it kind of has a different vibe to it. I would say the best time of the day is sunset on vacation. That is unmatched.
I totally agree with you there. What was your first job?
Operations specialist in the Navy.
That was your first job.
It was.
What was your first job?
Wow. My brothers used to work for this company, and it was a chicken frying company. And so my sister and I, we hand out flyers for the company. Yeah. So yeah, we were out and passing out chicken flyers.
I want you to finish this phrase. The way to my heart is?
Honesty.
Do you like to text or do you like to talk?
I'm so old school. I used to get in trouble. So texting and emailing is the same thing to me. Like, right. I just prefer to talk. I want to hear your tone. I want you to hear my tone, and at least I had a principal that was the same way. So he didn't, I didn't get in too much trouble, but I'd much rather call you on the phone and talk to you or talk to you.
Right. If you could be any superhero, who would you be?
Superman, because no one likes him anymore.
Oh.
A lot of people my age and younger say Superman is boring, but I think Superman's power is his restraint. Here is somebody who can destroy the planet, but chooses to serve. And if anyone who's been a first-generation American or been in a workplace where you had a bad job, but you did it anyway because you had bills to pay, you should rock with Superman.
Right. I love that. Do you watch shows one episode at a time, or do you binge the whole season?
It really depends on the show, honestly. If it's a really good show and I'm engaged, my husband, that's our thing we do in the evening time. We watch television together. We can watch show after show after show, and next thing you know, the whole season is gone.
Do you go to a movie or do you go to a play if you have to talk about your preferences?
A movie.
Yeah. What's going to make you happy all the time?
Burgers. That's my jam. We can make them healthy. You can make them unhealthy, but you put some meat and some buns together. It's always a good time.
Love it. Do you watch shows one episode at a time, or do you binge like a whole season?
I do both. That's how interested I am in it.
Are you a tea or coffee person?
Tea.
Vanilla or chocolate, Kimberly?
Chocolate.
If you were to devote the rest of your life to one philanthropic endeavor, what cause would you choose?
To be a representative and ambassador for Christ.
If you could push a button and make everyone in the world 7% happier, note the 7%, but it would also place a world ban on all hairstyle products. Would you push the button?
Yeah.
She says,
I would just be like, everybody learn how to braid. Like, I want to help everybody else feel better. Yeah, I would. I would just not care about that.
Push the button. Yeah, let's all. Yeah. What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Pray.
If you could be world-class at any aspect of your life or living, what would it be?
I'm not sure if this counts as a world-class thing or a superpower thing, but the ability to speak and understand every language would put me in a tier onto myself. And it'd be kind of cool because that's usually what hesitation comes from. It's like, will I be understood here? Or do I know the language there? When I want to go travel, I want that to be off the table.
I love that. You just made me go to the space of love, because love is the one language that we all can speak. It doesn't mean we speak it. But I love that. If there's a spider in your house, do you kill it or do you set it free?
You want to hear something extremely strange? I went to physical therapy yesterday and there was a spider hanging. Me and the receptionist wanted to
kill it.
And the girl, Charlotte, she was like, no, we can't kill it. And we were teasing her about Charlotte's Web. And so she got a cup and a tissue and she set it free. Now, I went camping and I got bit in the face by a spider. I had to get shots and all kind of stuff. So I'm more likely to kill it.
Right. You see it, you're like fear trigger, bam, you're just done.
That's so strange you would ask that. That just happened yesterday.
What item is worth spending more money on?
Probably something in which that you feel you'll use over and over again. So I would say a mic, right? Like I have here, right? Something that I'm gonna use quite often is something that I think is worth spending money, and the quality matters.
New happening in your life right now?
Well, I wrote a book, right? But what's really new is, I don't know, like I'm like falling in love with my husband all over again. And it's been like, I don't know, it's just something so sweet about him right now. We haven't been having it rough, but I think because we've been married for 7 years.
Yes.
That 7-year itch, it's kind of dry and kind of like, so we started to revitalize it and just talk about, what was missing, and we started putting in the work, and so it feels good. So that's new.
That's just so nice. That's
doesn't it make you feel good? I feel good.
What's your New Year's resolution?
So I actually do actual resolutions. I'm gonna go to a few people that do it. So I told myself I want to eat more fish. That is because I eat everything else. I just fish is one of the things where I'm like, I don't want to make this. Let's go out. So if it's not sushi, I don't make it. So that is my actual resolution. But if you want something like that's cool and like flowery, is to travel more. Because we were locked down for 2 years, and I'm at that age now where like I'm still considered young, but I'm not young. So I want to be able to do it. But definitely fish. I gotta eat more fish in my diet.
Very good. Who is your greatest inspiration?
Wow. That's a good one. That is a good one. My grandmother, my mother, my sister. Like,
when you have the inspiration in your family, isn't that a beautiful thing that you can say, my grandmother, I see the strength in her, and I see the richness that she has brought to our family because of her tenacity and her own innovation. So that's absolutely beautiful. If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
My first thought was time. Then I thought money. So I don't know, maybe time. Yeah.
I think those are the top 2 responses. That's what I would say. You give me more time, give me more resources, or give me more money, right?
Right.
It's always interesting to see how our guests respond to these questions.